So it looks like we're missing out Alex here. We got NEJ, Rixa, and JT in the lobby, and Red's the killer, so... And Applesauce is in. So the only person we're missing is Alex. Red is playing Mikey. Red's playing Mikey on the worst map for visibility. It's gonna be interesting.
I feel like that might have been a poor decision.
She spots like NEJ though. She's like right off the bat she spots him, so she's already gonna get that early stock.
Oh my goodness.
But now she's giving up on him. She hears JT who's at the top. And I think they've all spotted that it's, you know, Spooker Myers.
Freaking creeper.
But
Myers.
She's losing everyone pretty quickly here only because, like, the terrain is just hard to see. But she actually reconnects with JT and continues chase.
Well, honestly, once she gets into stage 2, I think she'll be a lot better off because then she can actually move fast enough to keep up with people around the corners and such.
Yeah, the only thing is she found JT, so he's like the most annoying to chase. But NEJ's also around the area. But Red looks like she just went off in a different direction, maybe spotting out Applesauce around here. Which she does. She goes off to him now.
Now I saw just a glimpse. The basement's in the main building here.
Yes. So
that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, for Red, that's yeah.
The basement is basically useless unless you catch someone on top of the basement, and at that point it's their own fault.
Yeah, and Applesauce they're getting a nice pallet stun on Red, but what's Red stock at? She hasn't even hit tier 2 yet, so she needs to get.
She's so close.
And watch him. Yeah, she's at like 99.9.
How did she take that pallet stun?
She's basically like hand sanitizer, you know? She kills 99% of bacteria, but that 1%, that 1% matters. Or 0.1% matters. JT and NEJ finished working on a duo gen at the top of Grim Pantry, but they like not to pop it, which is a strange play because it grants them more exits to the Grim Pantry. Red finally got that stock off on, I think... It was either Rixa or Applesauce. And NEJ and JT are just buddying down in the basement for no reason at all. Sounds like they already have like 3 gens at 99%. None of them pop though.
Oh wow. I mean, Red doesn't even have any hits, let alone hooks, and is still just barely gotten a tier 2, so maybe they're just gonna play with her for a bit and find some points.
Absolutely. No, they're just all... So they got items now, like Rixa has a yellow medkit and JT has a yellow flashlight, and all 3 of them are just working on a gen outside. Red has not spotted anyone yet since that last encounter with Applesauce at like the shack. Applesauce was in the area of the smaller Grim Pantry. He's just cleansing a totem while these 3 guys just power away a gen. And Red will get there just too late though. If she stocks enough here, she can easily get tier 3, but who she's gonna go for is... She's gonna go for Rixa here. She's about to pop tier 3 on him. She gets caught on like the edge of a rock. Pop it, hit him! Oh! No, she didn't. Damn it. They're all around the Grim Pantry, and now they have started popping generators just around. Like, 2 of them are popped, and like I'm sure 2 of them are still at 99. So like they have the capability of escaping. Red pops her tier 3 on Rixa here, and he'll go down hopefully. Actually, he mind games her through the cattails and takes her around the pantry.
This is really not going well for Red.
No, she's losing them really easily from just like the terrain being really bad. Like she just totally lost where Rixa went. He's back in the pantry, but she thinks he's out on the corner somewhere, kind of almost wasting this tier 3 by not getting him down here. If only she knew he was right below. Yeah, but everyone else is just working generators solo or duo. And all of these generators are gonna be at 99.
Yeah, these survivors are taking firm control of this match.
Yeah. And Applesauce sneaks away by the Shack pallet, throws it in Red's face. As her tier 3 depletes as well. Yeah, so Rick's adjusts 99 to Gen while NEJ and JT pop to Gen. Red's still giving chase to Applesauce. Do a little bit of playground. She's not respecting pallets. As Applesauce just rings her around and then throws a pallet in her face. Meanwhile, more Gens get 99.
She's probably a bit nervous since she started out slow on this game.
Yeah, she's probably just in panic mode. She can totally do it. The survivors will definitely stay here and just kind of collect more points, but I think the Myers choice was certainly a bold move. Taking the Grand like this map is just like the amount of foliage and just the awkward pallet placements. And speaking of pallets, Applesauce just throwing them over and over on Red's face. She manages to find Rixa though in the corner and hits him just plainly with the tier 2, and he'll actually go down here, I think.
That could be the shift that she needs.
Yeah, he will. He's down right now, and this will be her first hook of the match. But unless JT comes in with the flashlight save and blinds her twice.
Oh my goodness.
Reg just kind of... Reg just stood there like very, very sad. Just...
Understandably, yeah.
How did she check that locker from the side view is my question though. But she finds Rixa again and he goes down almost immediately, so no foul. JT runs in to maybe get the flashlight, no. Facing the wrong way. They might just run in for a body block here because the hook is far away and he's almost out. If they get one body block here, they did, and he gets out.
Oh
Rixa,
my goodness!
And JT gets the killer blind, and Red is just standing there looking at the face of God, because all she sees is white, and JT is just giving it over and over to her, racking up the killer blind.
Oh my goodness. I hope he doesn't put this in a montage video. That'd be very upsetting. Red would not be pleased.
I would not be pleased either. Like,
oh no, I'd be freaking pissed too.
Stop. Myers is already bullied. Red didn't see JT hiding in the corner right there, but finds Rixa and hits him down just one hit. But she's one tap away from tier 3. So if
I'm glad.
She turns around and spots JT. Oh, she pops it on NEJ and he'll maybe go down here. Oh, he 360s Red though, and Red whiffs twice on him, but the third one connects as the rest of the gang are kind of buzzing around. JT getting spotted out here at the middle, running Red around, throwing a pallet in her face as Applesauce is just standing at a dungeon right next to all of this. But Red goes back for the NEJ. Rixa.
Goes back for someone.
Yeah,
I get the idea.
Yeah, it grabs Meg. You know. Meg.
Yeah, grabs the one that's on the ground. You know how it is.
Red love tapping Rixa a few times there. But the survivors really, all of them don't need or can't really do objective because all the gens are 99. Everyone just needs altruism and boldness, and I think that's why JT was just chaining the flashlights to get more and more boldness. As Rixa gets fixed up here, but Red's back on all their trail. NEJ taking a hit. How close is she to tier 3? No percent.
Not at all.
Yeah, so. Red finding another pallet with JT right behind him. Red's stalking JT for a bit there, and he just kind of mind gamed her around the shack again, but Red doubles back and finds him again, as the rest just kind of keep all the gens at 99 to squeeze out the little objective they can get.
Also, they'd probably be better off letting it degrade for a bit, just so they can do more of it together.
Now that being like, with the limited amount of hooks that have been going on this game, like, Red doesn't actually have that bad of point completion. Like, she has 5k Hunter, and she almost has full 5k Deviousness. I didn't see her Brutality, but so that all that means is like her sacrifice is really low. And I think Red is intentionally just eating all these pallets just to maybe get all the pallets out of the way or what, but like there's like one pallet that she has dodged because she's eaten all the rest. Red missing or losing track of NUJ as Applesauce actually finds a generator that is at 0%. But he's working it solo. NUJ gets spotted again by Red. He should go down here. I don't know how much left Red has on it. Oh, as he goes down, the tier 3 goes out. JT meeting up with Applesauce to work on the gen in the corner.
Also, that was a nice counter 360 I saw go up by Red just a moment ago. It's kind of hard as a survivor in a large open area because if you start doing the little back and forth, the killer knows that they're gonna go for the 360. Yeah. So it's a really hard play to make. You just absolutely have to play it perfectly.
Yeah.
And the killer has to play it perfectly in the opposite frickin' direction.
It's all about reading it, yeah. JT just hitting max objective, so he does not need to do gens. The Ultrism should be up there with them all, but Red is back at the hook where NUJ was hooked, spotting out Rixa. And she'll squeeze the last bit of stock out of Rixa that she can. She has to go find another... I think she's maxed out on Rixa and NUJ. And I think JT and Applesauce have little to none. NUJ pull out. Nope, NUJ gets tier 3 down. NUJ kind of was playing a really weird mind game, losing Red for a second because Red thought he was like behind her, like 360ing her, but he was just kind of like, I don't know what he was doing. It was really fun and interesting to watch from Red's perspective because I lost him too.
He probably did like a 720 or something. I was playing a game earlier against Amaya's lagging piece of shit, but other than that, leave me be, okay? But basically, I'd do the 360, and then I'd continue to circle around him, because as he spun to look for me, I'd be right behind him, and he just wouldn't see me. Yeah. And most of the time, he found me anyways, because it was in big open areas. But, you know, it gave me an extra half second to make it a little bit of distance.
When I was playing last game with Miguel as the nurse, I did not see the nurse at all. All I saw was her red stain when she blinked, and then her hacksaw come out of like her little ghost like fog. And I was like, well, okay, I can't really accordingly adjust that. But so these guys managed to get the rescue mission out on NUJ, but Red spots him again in the small pantry, spotting someone out in the open. She spots Applesauce. She has max hunter points, max chase, everything. So NUJ comes up when she was chasing Applesauce, finds JT along down here with her, and they did this gen, so they had that back exit. I was confused to like how they got up there as well, but they're all clumped together, and Red's kind of having a hard time who to go after, even though Applesauce is injured. JT's up there to grab NUJ, but Red spots it, and she's just going to stalk JT, and JT's going to take the hit. So Red has 5k brutality, she has max hunter, she has full deviousness. She just needs those sacrifice points, and she won't have a bad game at all.
That's a good thing about making a game last long like this. The survivors get a high score, but so does the killer. So
Yeah.
the killer, in a very weird way, is rewarded for not being able to take them out.
Yeah.
So long as you can get some hooks in there, you're gonna come out with
I
a
feel
good
like
score.
it's the slower you play as killer, the further you progress. Because like if you get people down to like say their death hooks like really early, they're gonna be panicked and like just want to leave the game. But like this is JT's first hook. If Applesauce goes down, it'll be his first hook. And the only ones who have to really worry is Rixa and InuJ, because InuJ's on his death hook. I'm not sure if Rixa is.
I think Rix has only been hooked once, but don't quote me on that.
No, yeah, I've lost count. But so Red actually finds Rixa here, and will hit him once, but not before he 90s her. Gets the hit on Rixa, as JT and the rest of the gang are. Well, InuJ's on a gen in the shack, while the rest are just on the big pantry, and JT is content with finishing this game. Does he have max altruism, max bold, and max objective? Because yeah, he just really needs to leave this game. Actually going down and getting taken to the basement, but Red can't find the entrance to the basement, so she just drops him at there. Red's like looking for the entrance of the damn thing, and she can't find it, but she spots out scratch marks of JT, I think, as Applesauce and EJ go for the heal, but Red goes back and Applesauce gets hit because of it, and he actually goes down as well, and she's only a tap away from tier 3, so these guys gotta either get up and get out or just all go away. JT popping the last gen there, so Red's
this might actually cause Red to panic, to be honest. If she can get someone on a hook at this point, she might just stay there.
Yeah, and JT successfully was body blocking for a little while there just to help out Applesauce, and Red pops the tier 3 on JT, who was trying to 360 and got caught at the end of it. Rixa actually found Hatch, which right next to the pantry, kind of on the on the smaller pantry side. JT and Applesauce are down in the big pantry with Rixa injured, InuJ on top. So JT will go into struggle here on this hook that's in the corner of the map, but I think far away from any exit gate. So the only person who hasn't been hooked is Applesauce, and JT and InuJ will be on death hook.
Which means JT is just going to be ready to get out of the map.
Yeah, JT is probably going to get out. And before tier 3 finishes, she finds Rixa, but he knows Rixa is dead on hook. She knows Rixa is dead on hook. Spots out Applesauce, who is going for the hook save, and Applesauce will take a hit here, as also InuJ gets found inside the Grim Pantry. And Red will pick up Rixa, who I think is dead on hook as well, or might be in this struggle. Struggle. Okay, he's not dead, so they'll go for him. Faux show. JT getting healed up by Applesauce, and then JT will return the favor. As InuJ actually goes for the save, letting Rixa get some points.
Now, has anyone actually opened the gates yet?
No. So that's what Red is just going to check on, and no one has actually been working on the gates. Everyone's just been kind of healing and then going for that. Yeah, even now, InuJ's just going to heal Rixa, as JT finished his heal on Apple.
I hope that doesn't backfire on the survivors when they're going to actually get the gates open. She won his pops a tier 3, gets a 1 hit, knocks him out of the match. Lose their 5,000 because none of the gates were open.
I don't think she actually has enough like ability to stalk. I think she's exhausted to being able to get to another tier 3. Maybe not. NEJ hasn't been stalked for very much.
I'm not sure. I played against a Myers earlier today, the same laggy one who popped like his tier 3 5 times before we had 2 generators done. I was just like, what in the hell is going on here? I think he had some add-ons, but I didn't recall any of them actually being good for stalking.
Maybe so. I don't know. Like, I don't know how many times Myers can stalk. I think it's like 4 or 5 times. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but he had plenty of tier 3s after that too, so it was just a ridiculous number.
Yeah. So JT got one of the exit gates open, and Rixa got healed up after taking a hit. And Red found NUJ out in the bush.
No.
Out in the bayou. JT actually just elects to like up and dippity. So he's out of the match.
Okay.
He left.
It took me a second to figure out what in the hell is he talking about now.
Rix is still around. Applesauce is still around. NUJ's still around. Red's of course still around. But there's nothing really to be found here.
If Red can just catch one more person, I think her score would be pretty damn good.
If she found Applesauce, they would immediately have to come back because he hasn't even been on hook yet.
Yeah, I know they're not just gonna let those points go, not in a match like this.
No, yeah, it's like almost 2K for a hook save, like.
And if they're not full or maxed out on altruism, ooh boy howdy. Them's is the points right there.
We get to watch Applesauce open a chest. Rixa left the match, and so did NJ. So Applesauce is just opening a chest. But he get a broken key, so helpful.
Yes.
Red isn't even looking on the right, like exit gate, so he's free to just kind of take the long way out, home, away.
Oh my goodness.
He hasn't even heard her heartbeat. He probably will hear. Probably see her, yeah. Ooh, spooky. She looked towards his direction. Oh, it's spooky.
Spooky, spooky.
But
Halloween's over.
She probably saw. It's Dead by Daylight, you know? Come on.
It's Halloween every day. That's actually one of my favorite holidays, so this game is glorious.
Red found the hat, so she's going to protect it, but Applesauce, I'm pretty sure, is just going to open this gate and soon dippity out of here. But
what are his objective points at?
I'm not sure. I'll find out after he opens this. Oh, but Red is booking it back. He'll get out. Oh, he's max, yeah, and he's just deciding to dip.
Ow.
And that's it. Ch-ch. Wow, high scores from everyone there. JT on top though with 29.5.
Wow.
NUJ close behind with 29.1. Applesauce next with 26.5, and then Rixa coming in fourth with 17.7.
Rixa needs to. Well, Rixa's a felon, so it's okay. What is Red's points at?
Red got 26.9. So
26.9. That's not bad at all.
That's not bad. I wouldn't say that's bad for a Myers on Grim Pantry, like at all. Schnarr's also playing Myers, so that's good.
That's how to be fun.
JT spawns right by a chest. That's good. Applesauce on a generator. Jimmy. With his gold fang, just walking around, you know, strutting it. And found a gem.
That was really sexy right there.
Thank you. JT got a spooky medkit from it, so you know some.
Oh, super shiny.
Some survival. Schnar spots out. Who did he spot out? Who are you? Jimmy. He spots out Jimmy.
Of course he spots out Jimmy.
Yeah, he's like a construction worker at night. Like, come on. But he's running around at Schnar's, getting a great amount of stock off him, almost full to tier 3 off that. But everyone is just working on their respective like generators.
So what? Everyone's doing a solo gen.
Applesauce met up with NUJ, but then Schnarr came up to break up that party, and JT is working on it. Working on one right outside the killer shack, which Jimmy is looting the basement for an item. He got a toolbox. Schnarr can't find NUJ or Applesauce, so but he stalks...
I like how they both hit at the same pallet.
Yeah, and these guys.
If he just wandered over there, that would have been fun.
Schnarr is like a hair away from tier 3 here, and he will get it right here. He pops it on NUJ, and NUJ is taking him around. Oh, but it's gets the down on NUJ at the pallet while Applesauce is watching, and Schnarr picks it up, or picks NUJ up as Applesauce is right there, and Applesauce throws the pallet way too early, and Schnarr gets a free down off him. What is you doing? What is you doing, Apple?
Oh my goodness.
Boosted as heck. So JT,
oh my goodness.
JT coming up probably for the save here as Schnarr breaks the pallet and picks up the boy Apple.
Picks up my boy.
Yeah, but JT's not going for the save yet, and Schnarr's not going for the pickup, as he is worried they will move in, which they exactly will. JT gets the unhook, and they all walk away. Because he's still tier 3, but Schnarr here will get the free hook because, like, what are they going to do? Body block? Jimmy tries to body block for Apple and goes down because of it, and Apple still gets on the hook as JT tries a pallet stun but goes on the wrong side of the pallet and gets a hit by Schnarr and a wasted pallet. What is going on with these pallet plays? So Jimmy here will get hooked in the corner as Apple gets freed by NUJ and JT, and there'll be a mass back rubbing party. And Schnarr's back.
I'm sorry, I'm actually back too. My wife isn't feeling that good. I had to comfort her a little bit.
I'll give her that Advil. Just
that's what I recommended, yeah.
Pop the bottle. Hope she feels better.
Phil's here.
Yep, Jimmy's still hanging from the same hook as Schnarr kind of went off to no man's land to maybe get JT, but doing so, NUJ and Applesauce go to heal Jimmy. So he's gonna get healed up here as NUJ gets healed and JT fights off Big Bad Schnarr. JT just keeping constant eye on Schnarr. As Schnarr pops the Elothin 3 on JT. And JT might go down, but no, JT has Killer Shack, so this will exhaust Elothin probably. And Schnarr actually loses him. Didn't run that way at all. Jimmy's just staring at a generator in his really nice outfit. And then Applesauce is working on a generator. And NUJ's in the basement. JT is still running from Schnarr. But JT runs up and we'll meet up with the Applesauce here. Yeah, so him and Applesauce working on a gen. NUJ in the basement. Schnarr looking around, thought he saw someone, didn't. But is walking straight to Apple and JT. And he has a little bit of tier 3 left. Will he get a hit? Will he get a hit? Will he get a hit? Ah, no, they ran away.
Okay. That's a point. Now, even for wasting this tier 3, he's already doing better than Red did. Because how many hooks has he gotten? 2, and they still haven't popped a single gen? I think it was the reverse on Red's game. 2 gens done, but no hooks.
They tried to do a little sneaky play there and having JT bait out Schnarr to go through a pallet, but he spots Applesauce on the other side of the pallet. And Apple and JT... Schnarr whiffing on Apple there, and then Apple just hugging his thigh, and Schnarr not noticing him. And JT just continuously running him around a pallet as the rest of the gang go back on work to gens. And JT gets the pallet stun on Schnarr there. JT will run back to Shack. No, he won't. Snar going back for applesauce. He has a lot of his tier 3 left. The apple just dips, didn't go for the pallet blind. Spots apple again though. Oh no. Snar probably won't be able to get a hit off here. No, his tier 3 goes down. He'll have to restock up for applesauce. Yeah. And
This is actually 2 he's wasted, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. No,
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm not sure. I don't really remember. That's the only really the one I remember. The other one was from Red's game, maybe. I'm not sure. Jimmy and JT working on a generator, doing their thing. Applesauce still trying to cut around Snar. And EJ working on his own gen. Snar taking in a gen. And everything is right in the world. Snar spots out Jimmy, Apple, and JT working on a gen. And how close is he to Evil Within 3? Oh my lord. He is one smitherino away. Oh.
How does he keep getting so close but end up not?
I don't know. He's about to get it here, I think, with Apple because they used like a lot of the pallets. Snar going for a very ambitious swing on Apple, and that is nowhere near. Snar drops right down on Apple, but Apple is just continuously 360ing Snar, but Snar pops the Evil Within anyway, and I think Apple will go down here, but no, Apple 360s him, and Snar has lost all visibility of applesauce. Jimmy, JT, and NUJ just continuously on gens as Apple is taking Snar around the Grim Pantry.
Aww.
Apple hides behind a pallet to get the stun. Snar knew he was there, went for the swing, didn't get it. Snar can keep wasting these Evil Within 3s.
No, he really doesn't have that much more. Now,
No.
I forget, does hitting someone well in tier 3 give you any deviousness points?
Yes,
That's not good.
I think so. I think like right after, like, say you pop like, I think even like Evil Within 2, and you get an attack bonus.
I'm not sure. I can't remember myself.
He's trying to stalk from very far away, like as he spots out like JT or applesauce, but he just doesn't. Snar, she's right in your face, disarming that hook. Jimmy was literally just like in Snar's face, disabling sabotaging the hook, and Snar walked right by him. Oh, the leg. What was that noise for like the notification sound? What was that? It sounded like a tiger's roar.
I have no idea. I've got my thing muted. It's awkward to hear your voice and my voice and then actually talk to you and get responses from you on top of the normal game sounds. It messes with me. So, no, I muted it. Who got spotted?
I'm just kind of watching EJ. I don't know why. Like, I'm just memorizing with his unique engineering work. Jimmy gets hit here some time ago. Snar finds him. Almost actually. Evil Within 3.
Check him out.
Snar goes for like a swing, and then Jimmy kind of states out, and then Jimmy runs through the pallet, and Snar catches up to him there. And Applesauce lines up for the blind. Does he get it? He gets it. Apple, your boy, got it. Alright, so it's a save for Apple there, and Apple is just continuously blinding Snar. And Apple goes for the pallet, misses, and Snar gets a free hit on Applesauce.
Oh my goodness.
Finds EJ, gives him a slap. The only one uninjured is JT. And I don't think the rest of these guys know where each other are. And who does Snar spot out? He hears Applesauce down in the small pantry. And Apple tries to mind game Snar, but Snar reads it and downs Apple.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't really notice where Apple falls, though, so that's interesting. JT is above them, kind of waiting and watching and discussing, but the hook right there is gone, so Apple will get free here because there's no hooks around.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a godlike saboing from Jimmy. Everyone is still injured except for JT, though. I mean, they're all just kind of crowded around the pantry as NUJ goes down. Spots out Apple again, going to the big pantry. Schnart almost fell in the hole, even though Apple like just kind of went back through the same window. Apple continues to loop Schnart around the big pantry as NUJ and Jimmy get healed up. And Gents are getting 99. It's like these survivors can leave and no one is really worried. I've kind of lost count of hooks, so like I'm not sure who's on struggle, death.
I don't know. This match has been going on for a while, so who knows?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I missed it, but Applesauce like 360 Snar at the shack and made Snar whiff, and then he jumped through the window. Pretty amazing plays.
Them's is the plays right there.
Snar like finding a lot of people, and then just loses them mid-fight, mid-chase.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's good for the hunter points, though.
Yeah. But, as we said, though, a lot of missed tier 3s. He spots out NUJ and Applesauce, though, and he'll get his stock up all the way with NUJ. But Apple is injured, so he elects to go for him. And won't get... he's maxed on Apple, so, like, all he can really do here is down him and hook him.
I mean, you say that almost like it's a bad thing.
No, I'm trying to keep up, because, like, I hear so many footsteps around the big pantry, like, people jumping windows, and Snar gets a hit through the window there on Jimmy, and JT is healing Jimmy, and Applesauce is still running Snar around, and
so much action in such a small area.
Yeah, so Applesauce jungle gym Snar there, and then found himself a nice 2 pair of pallets with NUJ right behind him. Snar, like, from my perspective, like, Snar hears and, like, sees blood trails, and then, like, he just doesn't spot it out. But he runs in and gets his tier 3 off on NUJ and downs him right away as Apple and JT are just running around the same area.
Well, if he finds anyone else, then that could be a very advantageous situation.
Yeah, Snar baits out A pallet dropped, and Apple went in for the flashlight save, but he didn't have enough juice. And he ran out, didn't get the flashlight save. If he could have possibly gotten the pallet stun there, but he didn't go for it. Snar gets the hook on NUJ, who's on his struggle phase. JT real close to him. Oh, and Apple jumps a window right into Snar's hands, and Snar downs him.
Oh, no.
And Jimmy is right behind him, watching him. And Snar is just taking him to the hook NUJ was on. As his tier 3 runs out, and Apple is now on his struggle. But everyone's there for a quick and speedy rescue. Snar's also there, so he runs and hits Jimmy. Jimmy is now getting chased. Oh, Jimmy kind of leads them all into one little crowded area where JT was healing NUJ, and they had no choice but to throw the pallet. And NUJ got away with just crouching right next to Snar, and Snar didn't hear it. But Snar picks up Jimmy again, as Jimmy just continuously takes him around. Everyone else is just healing up NUJ and Applesauce. And Schnard, like, mind games Jimmy down as he hits Max Chase and 5k Brutality.
A lot of points going on around everywhere.
Yeah, so is this Jimmy's death hook?
Guess we'll find out.
Nope, struggle. So
Nope,
3 people struggle. Applesauce getting a gate open. JT crouching upon Jimmy, goes in for the rescue. Gets the unhook. Snar spots out scratch marks from Apple as Apple takes him into the shack. Snar cannot find out where Apple is, and everyone is healed up, and I think both exit gates are open. Snar actually spotting out NUJ.
Now I'm waiting for Schnard to actually get the end cap on someone and change the flow of this at the very last second, because they all are ready to get out of here.
They're trying to feed a little bit more, but how I think these guys are thinking right now is they think they've exhausted all of his stock, but he's clearly stalking them. So like they need to kind of be like, wow, we gotta be scared, because 3 of them are dead on hook, and he spots NUJ, pops the tier 3 on NUJ, and the chase ensues. As everyone else is just kind of running around looking for either chest, totem, something, maybe the killer himself. But Snar is just not respecting pallets and got killer stun because of it. NUJ goes into the Grim Pantry, where Jimmy is also standing. And was Jimmy just AFK? Is that why he went down? JT runs for the pallet save, and he misses that. Maybe probably got the points for it, but didn't get the save, and Jimmy is dead.
I absolutely hate the feeling when you get the stun, it goes through, you know it went through.
Yeah.
But it just, doesn't.
Yeah.
That's always a disappointing feeling to me.
So Jimmy dead, JT getting caught out, getting his fair share of watchful eyes, and they're still not like committing to leaving, even though he could possibly get another tier 3 up here. Yeah, plunging to JT, just kind of running up and taunting him with a lock or trying to get his attention. NUJ eyeing the exit, might just bolt for it. JT getting caught out. JT getting found by Schnar and then finds himself on the wrong side of the pallet, and Schnar just whiffs a hit on him as JT just points at him.
Oh wow, that sounds like JT.
JT maxes his boldness out. That's what he's waiting for. Now he's gonna leave. As Apple and EJ just look around for any other resource. So Schnar has Max Hunter. His deviousness must be up there, and so is his brutality. And I'm sure his sacrifice. He didn't hook JT once, I don't think. I'm not sure.
So how do you think his points are going to compare to Red's?
I think he will outscore Red here. If he could find like Apple or EJ right now and just give them each a quick little, like, then he'll be good. He just got stalker points, but he doesn't know where from. And he like doubled back. Oh, he sees EJ through a little hole in the wall. He actually does pop. He does pop a tier 3, and he gets EJ down.
Oh, here it is.
Here it is, the sunset. Let's count it down. 9.
Oh my goodness.
And EJ is dead on. That is. He went to the wrong side that didn't have a pallet, and he got caught out and died because of it. No.
Now, what is Applesauce doing?
Probably looking for Hatch and waiting out this evil with it. But that is so good for Schnar. Schnar gets the stock points, then he gets the hit, then he gets the sacrifice points. Everything's.
Yeah, that's like over 1,000 points right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, that's pretty good.
Applesauce desperately looking for this hatch, and Schnar's looking around for it too. Evil Thin 3 gets used up, so Apple doesn't have to worry about that anymore. Apple, I think, might just elect to leave. No, he saw exit gate, he's not going for it. He hears hatch, it's the bottom of the small pantry, and Schnar's just nowhere near it. He won't be able to catch it out in time, as Applesauce should be able to get this, and he does.
Nice game.
Well, anyway, the scores from that game: JT on top with 29.3, Apple with 27.6, NUJ 16, and Jimmy 13.3. So, kind of a runaway for JT right now. And I didn't get to read off Schnar's because they went to lobby. He had 28.8 though from memory. Thanks, the pork chop is now Huntress, so this is interesting. Get those hatchets on, you'll be...
We had some really good Huntress games earlier, so let's see if he can stand up to that. Against people like JT and Applesauce, though, I'm a little bit worried for him, to be honest.
Apple saws. I'm gonna call him Applesauce now. Jimmy AFK in the small pantry as Applesauce, and JT are working on a generator, and pork chop spots out NUJ. And pork chop kind of pulling out his hatchet on non-opportune time.
Little bit too eager.
Yeah, pork chop I don't think really knows. I don't think he's ever really played Huntress and like that he can put away his hatchets or whatever's going on, but
You might just be a little bit out of practice.
yeah, I'm sure. I hate Huntress, dude. I hate Huntress.
I can't aim. It's like me playing Hillbilly, bro. I can't aim.
I just can't. I never win mind games when it comes to survivors. Jimmy is working on a generator in the small pantry as Applesauce, and JT work on one in the big pantry, grim pantry.
When did NUJ take a hit? I didn't even notice.
At the start, I didn't catch it. I don't know if it was by hatchet or by axe.
Yeah. Whether it was by axe or by axe. Huh.
Pork Chop knows someone was here. Doesn't know where Jimmy went though, and Jimmy actually just bailed out of the pantry. Apple and JC99, a generator on the green pantry.
They're really moving quick on this match.
Yeah.
This is not looking good.
Applesauce and JC definitely both have the same type of wavelength going on with teammates, because like they know how to what's going on, like with their pallet, flashlight save, whatever it is, and just there they got items from chest. JT got a yellow toolbox, and Applesauce got a brown toolbox, and NUJ is still getting chased by Pork Chop, and NUJ slammed a pallet in Pork Chop's face. It was actually a shack, and Pork Chop is out of hatchets. Jimmy, Applesauce, and JT are three-manning generator in the corner of the map, and Applesauce already has 5k objective. And I'm sure JT is, because they've been working on the same amount of gens. And Pork Chop is just lobbing hatchets like Hail Marys and just hitting the skybox. And trees. This is, you alright there, Porky? And AJ gets, healed from Applesauce and JT.
I think Pork Chop's just a little bit irritated that he hasn't really been able to get anyone yet.
Yeah. Everyone's just away three-manning generators and everything. He sees a blip and he's grossly overestimating where these hatchets will go, because he just keeps lobbing them in random directions, and then he spots JT there, and JT jukes him around with the 180s, and Applesauce there too with the pallet. Throws down the pallet, doesn't get the pallet stunned. NUJ right in Pork Chop's face, saw him moving and everything, and just didn't see him. Finds JT again, and JT does the same thing, but at the end of his attack, it hits him. Surprising, to say the least. NUJ and everyone else still working on the generator. Respect to gens. Yeah, because JT has max objective, and JT just there 360 Pork Chop again.
I mean, he took a hit on one of those. I don't know which one, but one of them.
Yeah. JT would have been down there if Pork Chop could have connected. And Applesauce got a pallet stun on Pork Chop. Pork Chop now out of hatchets. 4 gens done, no one has been down yet. Only NEJ and JT have been hit. And they actually just popped the last generator.
Oh my goodness. Definitely not good for NUJ, because he's been running around most of the match, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he's actually been, like, he's been together, I think, on 2-3 gens, so, like, I think he can still use the objective, but JT and Applesauce definitely don't, because they've both just been working on gens, 2-manning everything.
Yeah, so if NUJ can get at least one game, he should be alright.
I missed it, but I should have been just watching it, but Pork Chop actually got, like, a cross-map hatchet hit on Jimmy, who was opening the door. I wasn't watching because I thought he was just aimlessly like lobbing him everywhere, but he actually manages to find Jimmy. And also NUJ in the corner.
That's always a good feeling though, when you just lob one across the map, like at an area where a sniper would logically be, and you just happen to get it right, and you get the hit.
Absolutely. And NUJ actually just leaves the map, like he's done. This is gonna be a low-scoring game for literally everyone. Like,
I I think JT and Applesauce might have decent scores, but not like they had last 2 months.
They definitely they don't have full boldness or ultras. I mean, I think that they're trying to do that now. Jimmy's injured or going around the Grim Pantry looking for a heal. And Porkchop is just kind of like, I think, giving up because he's just checking lockers, hitting random things, swinging at things.
Maybe. That's unfortunate because if he kept pushing, he could probably get a decent number of points out of this. Because we saw with the last 2 kills, there were a lot of points to be gained after the gates were open. Even a kill for our last kill at Star. And he missed both people over that pallet I just saw. That's really unfortunate.
And he's also out of matches, and JC just did a reverse of pallet stunning. And yeah, Porkchop is on half vitality, not even full chase.
You know, it is so hard nowadays to get the reverse pallet stun without taking the hit.
No, yeah, absolutely. It has to be like perfect timing to not be able to.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed this also, but just playing the mind games with pallets is so much harder than it used to be.
Yeah.
I think it legitimately got nerfed.
Wow, and Jimmy actually goes down at the bottom of Grim Pantry as...
That's not good. Where's the basement again?
The basement is in Grim Pantry, and so is
Uh-oh.
But Porkchop doesn't realize it, and both Apple and JT were setting up as if like they were, as if Porkchop was gonna go down the basement, but he just goes to a hook. That was an ad, my bad.
That might not have actually been the play for Porkchop, because if he had powered through and gotten into the basement, I think he would have been pretty set to get, you know, Jimmy dead, or at least to get more kills,
Yeah.
more hooks and all that good shit, points.
Porkchop going for the down on Jimmy again, but then the auto aim takes over and grabs Applesauce, and though Applesauce right here actually goes down to Porkchop in the Grim Pantry. Can't find Applesauce in this grass though. There he is. Caught out, you stealthy bee. Porkchop this time realizes that the basement is in the Grim Pantry. He also spots out the hatch.
This is quite potentially not healthy for certain survivors in a certain arena.
Porkchop spots out Jimmy. Could have gotten Jimmy down, but Jimmy just like runs back to a pallet, and Porkchop misses the swing, not really like attempting anything. JT gets the unhook on Applesauce, and Porkchop attempts the hatchet on one of them that misses. JT takes the hit for Applesauce, but what a weird hit that was. But Porkchop again downs Apple on top of the Grim Pantry, but at a pallet. Knows that JT would be there to rescue, but he needs to time this. Jimmy and JT will be healing right now. They actually wouldn't be able to get to the pallet. Porkchop is just kind of freaked out.
Oh, I would be too,
Yes.
considering the way these guys play.
Yeah, I mean, same. He's just throwing his hatchets though, like randomly, like, come on, buddy, you can do it.
You don't need to waste the hatchets.
Yeah, like. So Apple is up. Porkchop spotting Jimmy, and then he doubles back and finds JT and hits him in the head with a M1. Oh, death from above Jimmy and JT, and just walks through the pallet that Jimmy was standing in front of. Jimmy gets a pallet, son. Applesauce finds a chest, gladly open that. JT's still in. And Jimmy's just standing on top of the green pantry. He goes AFK a lot, Jimmy. Come on.
Come on, wake up. Get out of dreamland.
Yep. Ain't Freddy, buddy. Why are you throwing your hatchets? Just put them in your pocket. These aren't gonna count to your achievements. This is kill your friends. And JT has just resorted to saboing hooks, but he doesn't get the sabo points for because the exit gates are powered. So this is
He might just be trying to lure him out. Lure out pork chop.
He's just 99ing them, so like if someone gets hooked.
Oh yeah.
He knows JT is over here. Finds JT in the corner. And sabos the hook right in front of pork chop's face.
It's really unfortunate that NUJ left the match so early.
Yeah.
There are so many
Go
points.
or something, but pork chop finds Apple now, and Apple is just looping around in the same tree trunk.
It does appear that pork chop is unhappy with this turn of events.
Yeah. This is just a bully beatdown, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen that show in forever. That show is so great. I think I never actually saw it, but I think 1 or 2 times the bully actually won and got the money.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of the time it was just, you know, picking on the bully the way he'd pick on the nerd.
Yeah. There was like, there was one, but like, I always thought it'd be like a cakewalk. Like the MMA guy would be like some Conor McGregor guy who just would just slap them. But it would always be like some like noob entry MMA guy just going kind of like, and it's just.
Oh well, I guess you gotta get your fame somehow.
Pork Chop has actually managed to get full hunter and like max hunter, and then got 5k of brutality. Little to none deviousness. Sacrifice might as well be a black hole because there's just nothing there.
Did he get hooks at all?
I think it's like 1.
Oy. Skooks, are you playing music right now?
Yeah, I was gonna wait until you caught on and.
Because multiple people have commented on it now. It's just like, what is going on? Because like I said, I've got it muted, so I don't actually know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skooks, this is very unprofessional, sir.
Okay. Wanna find me?
Maybe. Depends how much you weigh.
145.
Oh, I'll fight you, bro. Easy.
What are you? 400?
What? 150. I got a whole 5 pounds on you, bro. How tall are you?
5'4".
Oh, I've got you, bro. I got like a whole 6. I got like 6 inches on you.
God damn it! I'll just hit you nuts in my head. Okay, that sounds bad.
Just headbutt me right in the nuts.
Yeah, I'll just kick you.
Punch him in the kneecap. Get him. No, it's okay. I can't pick on people who can't defend themselves. It's okay.
Shut up. I have arms and I have legs. But dude, Pork Chop, dude, he just wants them to leave. He was hitting the exit switch over and over and just motioning to like get it over with, but these guys, they don't want it. They don't want to leave. They
just want to farm the points.
This is happening right now to rank 20 huntresses worldwide. Be a part of the solution and not the problem. Donate today. 5 cents can make a whole difference.
A whole 500 blood points can make the difference.
What would you do if you saw a huntress sitting right in front of you, motioning for help?
Probably bully it, to be
You'll
honest.
probably just leave like any decent human.
But not these guys.
You can give him one axe hit, you monsters. Do it. Stop. Hit him. Get him. Get him. Jimmy, no. You missed him by 1 centimeter. Pork Chop, my boy. Grab another hatchet and just cave their heads in with it. Go. Do it. Turn around.
How did he
and slap
miss? I
Jimmy.
just saw that actually.
Dude. Can we get an admin just to call this game over? Clearly none of these parties are trying. It's just like a real sad point farm fest now.
It really is. I'm
Drago.
commentating, so I'm not gonna do it.
Drago.
I don't want to be the one to burst their bubble and
Star
tell them
point. You know that the movie Old Yeller where the kid had to take the dog out back and shoot it? Can you something
Skooks, Star Point is on you again about the music. You might wanna
Oh, my bad.
You might wanna actually pretend to respect his opinion. He can't ban you again.
Well, maybe if he was on my friends list. Did everyone leave? Is it over? It kind of clocked out there at the end there.
No, someone left. I can't see who.
Both Apple and
Applesauce.
JT and Jimmy. Yep. Alright.
Alright, there we go. Thank you.
Thank God! Alright. Well, that's what you're here for. You're supposed to be the guy.
Can I use the term now that I'm not supposed to use?
Everyone is now messaging me about it. Like
Everyone's
after the
so
fact.
mad at
Yeah,
you.
like gosh. I quit.
There you go. We missed the plays, bro, because you were
There was
busy.
literally no plays as I was describing.
You were describing plays, bro.
Yeah, I was describing boring plays about how every game starts off. Shut up, nerd.
You realize this is exactly why we're here, right? To watch the not plays go down.
God, but anyway, he finds applesauce. Applesauce is just throwing pallets like it's 1989.
I don't even know what that
I
means.
don't either. I just said
Okay.
it. I was gonna cook. It didn't.
Hey guys, in the chat, is anyone else having problems hearing us? Because I've seen one dude, specifically MX Silent, say that he can't hear us very well. Is that true for anyone else, or is he smoking good stuff? I mean the bad stuff. I'm in the military. I can't be talking about that.
Oh, military man. Jericho spots out NEJ going to the top of the small pantry.
Well, apparently it's just you, Skooks, that I can't hear. I don't know. I have it muted, so I can't hear anyone. What is this? I'm about to use that word again.
I mean, I could turn up the microphone and might maybe shatter your eardrums, I guess.
I would much rather not, to be honest. That's just how you make the calls for the other people making the plays.
There you go, like I turned it up slightly, so maybe that's better. But now you'll probably hear my clicks in extra HD. Anyway, Chase continues down in the small pantry with NUJ and Draconator, and Draco finally baits out NUJ to throw down the pallet. NUJ is still
I'm so glad that
he's gonna go
I'm
down.
so glad.
Or will he though? He actually gets out in time.
Really?
The swing goes off. I thought he would actually for sure get down there, but I don't know if Leatherface is just like that. I'm pretty sure if he was Freddy, he'd be down there.
I feel like that would be the case, yeah. That was really, really close.
So Draco's just on top of the Grim Pantry while JT, Apple, and Supercharger kind of just 3-man forth into completing gens. The trio gets spotted out though, and chase ensues between NUJ, Draco, and Apple. They really shouldn't be up. NUJ goes down here because Apple decided he saw he should take the window, so he's down. Go on here. Apple's working on a gen right next to them, and JT's moving in for the save, while Supercharger's also just by a boat. I thought Draco saw Supercharger there at the beginning. I thought it's JT. Rep chainsaw, but too far to let it rip. He spotted JT and Apple. Notice scratch marks, and Supercharger actually went in for the save on NUJ. Supercharger's now getting chased as a chainsaw rev went through and didn't collide with him throwing down the pallet though out of panic. But
Now I've noticed actually there's 2 gens done, 1 hook has gone out, but realistically no other hits. I don't even think he's gotten the chainsaw yet.
yeah, no, yeah, it's not at all.
Yeah, this is actually not going well for Draco.
No, he needs more down, more pressure, more everything. It does go back to the gen that people were working on and finds JT, and he was trying to get JT to throw down the pallet with the chainsaw, but he came back and threw it in his face. Applesauce cleanses the totem, JT's in the killer shack, and UJ's injured on the green pantry, and Supercharger's running in a bunch of cattails.
That is a really unfortunate hit. I just watched go down onto Draco by the pallet. He revved the chainsaw, I saw, and it stopped in the pallet, but
Apple throws down the
just went.
shack pallet in anticipation of
chainsaw?
Draco, and throws it down too early, and Draco just gets the gets the chainsaw hit on the pallet. JT just running him around the killer shack, and picks up quick there just with an M1. Hasn't really been given the opportunity to use the chainsaw yet.
Is Draco lagging a little bit?
I think so.
Like bad frames or something? It's very minute. It'd be difficult to tell, but the way his camera jerks a little bit every now and then.
The
it's
game
hard
gets
to
like
tell.
the game for some reason, like every once in a while, like if I switch or like Survivor does like a really intense action, be it like pops a gen or like throws a pallet, like the game stutters really bad for like a half second. And I don't know what it is.
At first I thought it was just me, but yeah, I've noticed it multiple times, so I figured I'd...
The game just stutters at random intervals. It's been doing that for me for like 2 patches now. Thanks, update. Dragonator continues just to respect pallets, and it comes back to bite him because JT just is gone after it, and while he stopped at the pallet, JT hits the pallet stem on him.
around the same pallet that, like, by the killer shack.
I actually see a lot of people doing solo gens here. That's not exactly good for points.
No, but Applesauce has full 5k points on objective, so he doesn't really need to. The only guy who kind of needs it would be Supercharger, but he's just a stand-in, so like, I don't think he really cares. AJ also has 5k objective, while JT.
So I guess they're doing okay then.
Yeah, JT's going for his like full boldness here.
Running Draco around pretty decently. Draco's not having nearly as good a match as he normally has.
No, Draco gives up on JT and goes hunting for other survivors. A lot of these generators are 99, and everyone is by these small pantry, so they'll all get healed up here and then just work on gems together or go for the killer.
Now this could actually get really bad for the survivors if they overestimate their abilities and Draco gets lucky on a couple of chainsaws. It could actually put the survivors in a really bad situation. Because that's kind of what I see happening now. They have the gens prepped, they have them ready to go. Not a lot of hooks have gone out, so this could turn very interesting a little bit.
Yeah, oh, Draco looking to get the first chainsaw of the game to Applesauce, and does it get it? Gets it right outside the window of the shack with JT and NUJ both in the shack, and so is Baseman. Supercharger just running around like, checking up on gens while JT and NUJ just kind of try to bait out Draco here. And NUJ started running right as Draco ran out. And now he's coming back in because he notices the scratch marks. Sees JT, and so JT will lead him away while NUJ gets the unhook. But does he buy it? I don't think he buys it. He might be going in for a quicker look. No, he spots JT again. JT leads him back to Shack and he's just blew him away. Everyone's in position for this rescue. He finds out JT. And JT throws the pallet, not getting a killer stun, and Drake and Kennedy just downing the pallet. As Applesauce gets free by NEJ. Draco trying to bait out a lot of JT's pallet throws, like trying to preemptively guess it, and JT just kind of keeps running through it. Just because he slows down so much because he pulls up his chainsaw, and Draco gets killer stun there because of it. Going down. I didn't catch that because I was messing my mic. Sorry. So he goes down. He will go not to basement, but a hook on the side here with NJ and Supercharger right there.
Now was it that it was? Now was it that it was too far from basement? Okay, yeah, it came up on my end.
JT Kobe's from the hook. So he gets,
oh my goodness.
He gets 1500 survival, so if he maxes everything out, he will get
30.5.
Yeah, 30.5, 31k. If he maxes
that is
insane.
out,
which I think he desperately needs objective though, because he has been getting chased. Yeah, he does, because he motioned for exit gate.
That was very close, chainsaw. That didn't go through.
NUJ will deny JT the other exit though. And now the supercharger gets hooked for his first hook, and Draconator drops down. It would look like on Applesauce, but he didn't spot Apple. JT has max objective. Probably has max bonus. Probably needs a little bit more ultra. NUJ has max objective. Applesauce got caught out in the cattails and brought down by the chainsaw. He will be on his hook. Draco went to drop Applesauce, but Applesauce was so far in the wiggle bar that it just dropped him. The thing with that though is it doesn't grant him the survival points, but Applesauce just goes down again in the bottom of the small pantry.
That's really unfortunate actually that we don't get the points for quote unquote wiggling free.
Yeah, I think you should.
I believe so also. Even if it's only, you do. Even if you only get like 400 out of 500, for whatever reason, that's still a lot of points.
Yeah.
That you're simply not getting if you don't get any points for it. I know.
Apple goes on to his second hook, his struggle phase, and Supercharger gets caught out by his Draco's chainsaw, and he goes down pretty much where Applesauce first initially went down. And the rest of these guys are struggling to go get him, but JT finds Applesauce at the top of the small pantry, but Draco spots all three of them up there, so this could be really scary if they're all in proximity to each other. NUJ gets spotted here, and Draco downs NUJ. NUJ almost got away with it. I thought for a second that Draco was going to hit the railing there. And NUJ will go on this hook. This hook is the most used hook in the game right now. Go get your tetanus shot, because that is a well-worn hook.
That is moderately nasty. Other people's blood all over. You might have, you know, something like HIV now and just not even know it.
Yeah.
Something unfortunate.
JT goes for the save on NUJ. He still needs a little bit of altruism, so this is great for him. He'll probably max it out here with this heal. Applesauce getting chased by Draco. So, did he get ultras in there? Don't know, but it looks like Applesauce goes down and is getting carried to, I think, his death hook. Yeah, that's it. Apple is dead. So he will have around, I would say, 24, 25k.
That's still a good score, but that's probably not what he was looking for.
No, not at all. You want to escape always. That 5k is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is in get out mode now. Everyone is running for exits. Supercharger sees one. Draco's heading for one. JT is still on top of the small pantry, just standing there. NUJ's on top of the green pantry. Draco is at the exit gate Supercharger's at, but there's no way you could ever tell where Supercharger's at. I think JT really badly wants to like max out his altruism and maybe whatever is left of the boldness, just so he can get a 30k here.
Because I don't think 30.5 is going to be a record for him as Survivor, but that's one hell of a score. I can't see anyone wanting to pass that up.
No, yeah, I would 100% agree. JT, or Draco spots out JT. JT is at the crossing, but he leaves anyway. Draco getting one last hit before JT exits the map. NUJ getting chased up to the same shack where JT was, and that's where an exit gate is, and Draco is just holding firm to where if you can get it, and EUJ just decides to bolt for it, and Draco is waiting there right for him, and Supercharger left the map, so it's just EUJ. If EUJ goes down here, he's dead.
That is not a comforting feeling.
No, can EUJ mind game him enough to just go for that exit? Draco keeps checking one side of the shack, and he sees EUJ, but like doesn't for like 1 pixel or something. Spots EUJ again. What is this? Ring around the road. Oh. EUJ gets spotted, and this time Dragon just has to go for the long route, and then gets intercepted. Will EUJ get out? No, he won't. Really? Oh, he gets down right in the exit gate.
Ooh.
This Draco gets the down right there.
EUJ, this is not the play.
And the basement.
Mm-hmm. He was so close, too.
That's so bad. It was so close, yet so far. In the end, it didn't even matter. Very impressive from everyone there. JT again on top though with 29.6. EUJ second with 20.9. Supercharger with 19.1, and Applesauce with 16.2.
Oh.
Draconator did pretty good with the Leatherface on that map. I think it's just that map overall is just kind of sucky for any type of killer, but he got 26.4. So
That's not bad.
Third place of overall killers, below Snar and Red, and Snar came out on top that game, or round, so congratulations, Snar. Well, anyway, that does us here for the final game of today. Next game is Saturday at 7? Nerd, help? That's
the standard times for them.
alright, that's what I'm gonna go with. So catch whoever's streaming then, probably Dragon or someone else, maybe you, Nerd, I don't know.
No, not me. My computer is garbage.
It's alright.
I can't even deny that. No, I'm not gonna be here Sunday though. Next week I've got duty again, but I'll be here Saturday. I should be casting or helping out the crew somehow.
Alright, dude.
Well, we'll find out. It was great. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, thank you, Starpoint, thank you, Dragon, for having me stream once again. I'll catch you guys all next week. Later.
Bye.